these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just had to do and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mariota on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To return is McKenzie. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen now to throw again. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than doubled his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he's going to be hit Hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, and his throw is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mariota, eluding the pressure right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, first down. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch good for 8 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the 30 on 2nd down, Mariota buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon for the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Mariota to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This fielded at the 2.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Mariota now. And it's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
41 Mike, 41 Mike. Got one.
To throw Mariota. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker. His first touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards. And the Bills' first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. To throw, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Allen to throw once more. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, his his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going for the defensive guys? Plays like that really hurt.
A 5-point game now, as here comes the kickoff. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's going to launch this thing. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. This meeting between the Bills and Titans, part of the NFL 100 series, and everybody remembers the Music City Miracle back in 1999 with 16 seconds left and the Titans trailing by 1. They took the kickoff. Frank Wycheck threw a lateral pass across the field to Kevin Dyson, who went 75 yards. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen off the play fake. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here, Mariota. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deep.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To try again after the sack, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Throwing now is Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A 2nd down run with Lewis. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the 2nd half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Looking downfield for Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
41's the mic. 41.
A first down carry for Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota flushed out right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Three. Let's put him on.
Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Here we go.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 19 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A first down throw for Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajae Sharpe. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. First down, Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never...
It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Running from the gun with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. Mariota from the gun on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Mariota's throw caught by Brown. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up third and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mariota again. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Hey, defense, let's go. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He gets it to Brown, complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Mariota. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Ryan Quigley now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Buffalo, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thundered, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Every day I work my thumb, I don't get to take off. A hater get up, I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long, I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me.